Hey, so in this video, I'm going to be revealing the single simplest way to book out your PMU business. So if you feel stuck right now making 3 to 6K a month with no consistency, but do want to be booked out hitting 10, 15K months, then this video is for you. And plus, if you stick to the end, I'll share a secret AI tool that will not only help you save tons of time, but also allow you to just focus on being an artist. So my name is Steph. I've been helping PMU artists for 9 months now, and I've helped PMU businesses more than double their client bases in just 29 days using the exact same way that I'm about to show you. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Okay, so I don't want there to be any fluff in this video, so I'm just going to say straight off, what I recommend to PMU artists as the simplest way to book out their business is running paid ads. So before you click off the video, so yes, paid ads do work, even if you tried running them before and failed. I'll show you some proof in a sec, but there is a specific way to run paid ads and actually get results. So maybe if you tried hiring, novice marketing agencies before that said that they could, get you 18 clients in a month and then just got you none at all, or if you tried running them yourself and got no results, there's a specific way to run paid ads and get results, and there's a specific type of paid ads to run and actually get results. So I'm going to be showing you that all in this video, no gatekeeping at all. So yeah, let's continue. So the reason I recommend paid ads to PMU artists to book out their business, because the reason for that is that you can pay for your services to be shown to new people consistently. And the second reason is that you can scale up paid ads really easily. So what that means for you is that you can get consistent months with predictable numbers of new clients coming in. So you'll know how many new clients you get every single month, and you can grow easily, like you can grow your business easily by putting more money into ads and then getting more out. So that allows you to hit 10, 15K months and scale upwards from there. So unlike being on the content hamster wheel, trying to go viral, trying to figure out the algorithm where one post may get 1,000 views and a couple of clients, and then the other might just get 5 and 0 clients. And also, unlike word of mouth, which is just relying on your last client's good word, so putting most of your income into the hands of others, paid ads are predictable and consistent. So once you set them up, they run passively in the background so that you can just focus on being an artist, and then you can just spend more time with family and not have to post on social media. So what kind of paid ads do I recommend that you do run? So there are a couple of different options, Facebook, Instagram, Google, boosting posts, although I don't recommend you do that because that only works in the short term and then you can't scale up from there. So yeah, there's a couple of different options, but the best paid ads for PMU artists to run and get results easily are Google ads. So the reason for that is that Google ads are the simplest to set up. So, I don't want to take up 10, 20 minutes of your time explaining something that will just give you like a massive tech headache when you're trying to set it up, and then you don't go through with it and you don't get your results. So I think you need something simple and reliable that gets you results easily, and that's why I recommend Google ads. So if you've tried Google ads before and you wasted money with Google ads running them, I have a different way of running them to actually get results. So I'll be showing you that later on, of course. But first, let me just answer a couple of questions that you might have. Then I'll show you step by step on how they work so you can actually make money with them. So how do Google ads work? So I've got a diagram here, just wait for it to load up. Okay, there it is. Okay, so essentially to explain Google ads in the simplest way possible, if maybe you've heard of them before, but you're still not quite sure on how they actually work. So let's start with your potential client. Let's say her name is Mary and she lives in New York. So Mary has a problem. So obviously Mary's brows aren't what they used to be. Maybe she overplucked in the 90s, or maybe she just doesn't want to fill them in every day, the usual. So Mary pulls up her phone because she's already researched, microblading. She already knows a bit about how it works, and she feels comfortable that it will be able to restore her brows in a way. So she's already done all the research. So she pulls out her phone and she's like, okay, enough's enough. I need to get my brows done because I just really don't like them anymore. And she searches up microblading near me on Google. So Safari, Google, she searches up microblading near me. And so because of the Google ad, when she searches that, she's going to find you right at the top. So she's not going to find like your competitors, other salons, she's going to find you right at the top. And because you're at the top, she's going to think, okay, this is the most credible option. Came up first when I searched for microblading near me. And, about 70 to 75% of clicks are going to go to you just by being at the top, and that's just a Google statistic. So yeah, she's going to find you first. And then she's going to click onto your ad, and then she's going to get taken to a page. Well, we'll come on to that in a sec. But essentially, she decides to book in a consult with you, and then from that consult, she becomes your client. And with Google Ads, obviously this process repeats 10, 20, 30 times every single month. So in terms of clients that you're going to get, depending on how much ad budget we put in, but I'll come back to that in a sec. So yeah, that's how Google Ads work. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that was understandable. So yeah, let me just close out of that. Okay, and then this is just a note here. I recommend you run Google Ads centered around browse. I'll come on to how to actually do that in a couple of minutes, and not like line or ellipse. And that's just because there's not enough people out there searching actively for other permanent makeup treatments, and they're mainly just searching for browse right now. So that's what I recommend. That's something I found after testing. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Okay, so another common question I hear around Google Ads are, how would I know if the ad is actually working or not? And there's just a simple answer for that. Basically, Google's going to give you a dashboard like this. Yeah, I know there's like a ton of lines, but the only thing you really need to look at is conversions, and that basically just means people who have clicked to get in touch with you after looking at the ad. So that's how you know whether it's working or not. And then what kind of results can you expect? So simple, like, metric I can give you, I guess, is 6 clients for every $540 spent. So let's say you spend around $1,000, then you're going to get 12 clients, and that's every single month, just because you're paying for that consistency with paid ads. And then, so let's say you spend around $2,000, then you're going to get 24 clients. So as you can see, as you spend more and more, then you're obviously going to get more. So let's say you were hiring like new staff, you wanted 50 clients in a month, then obviously you can scale that up with Google Ads, and that's the advantage of it. But if you're thinking that, that's just too much in terms of cost, let's say you charge like 600 for a treatment, then you spend around 2K, and you're getting like 14K back every single month. So I mean, to me, that seems worth it, especially because that's without, having to stress over social media, because your clients are going to be coming through Google Ads. You're not going to need to constantly, keep, pushing out content, like content hamster wheel, like I explained above. And, you won't have to pray that referrals come in, or just suffer through those slow months that you get when you're having those inconsistent, like, roller coaster months, basically. And you won't even have to reply to inquiries. So yes, really. So I'll explain how that works just after I explain how to actually set up Google Ads for yourself. So by the way, clients do pay me like $1,000 to set this up for them. So I guess treat it accordingly and take action after this video and actually implement them, because I'm going to be showing you the whole process, no gatekeeping, like I said. So yeah, the first step, obviously there's 2. So the first one is creating Google Ad. So like I said, we need the ad for when Mary, your potential client, is searching up. We need the ad for you to show up at the top. So the way to do that is create an ad with this exact headline here and this exact description. As you can see, that there's a square brackets, and that's just a bit where you fill it in with your own information. So in New York, and then for your demographic here, you could do for aging skin, if you mainly do clients 50 upwards, or for younger skin, or you can even go for something like for Asian skin. You can play into that angle as well. That's completely fine, and basically that's just what I recommend to actually get results. So yeah, you can screenshot that. I do have a video on how to set up Google Ads step by step, and that will also be linked in the description below, and that'll just be a big help for me guiding you through the whole process, and it is very simple to do. So the second step is to create a landing page. So once Mary, your potential client, has clicked on this ad, obviously she needs to go somewhere after that. And the way that we do that, the way to actually get results here, so if you've run Google Ads before and they don't work, this is what you were missing, I can near guarantee that, is to create a landing page. So we don't just run them to your homepage, like your regular homepage that you usually use. We create a different page, and that's called a landing page. And I'll explain how that works. I've got like a story as well to explain it better. But yeah, like I said, having the landing page is the key to making this campaign work. So don't skip that bit. And here's why. So here's the story I mentioned. So when I was younger, and just stay with me here, it'll make sense at the end. So when I was younger, as my first job, I worked in an ice cream shop. So, and as you would, we had people coming through the doors and just say their order. So they'd say like, hi, can I have a cone with pistachio and vanilla? But actually, most of them, we'd get a lot of tourists, and most of them were Americans. So they'd be like, hey, can I have a cone with pistachio and vanilla? Or like, basically something like that, and fair enough, right? So you go into the ice cream shop and you say your order, like as you would. But I guess not, because instead of taking their order, what we used to do was we'd redirect them to these screens that we had, like these big kind of tablets, and they'd have like 12 different dessert options, like hot chocolates and different kind of ice creams, and 10, 20 different flavors, and then allergen info and just other stuff, other unnecessary things. And because that was our policy, so that's just what we did. And then so many people would just, we'd see them, they just walk out because they'd get overwhelmed and confused just by having so many different options on the screens. So eventually we did stop asking them to order on the screens just because so many people would walk out. So yeah, now let me bring this back to the homepage versus landing page thing I was going on about. So a homepage is a screen here. So the homepage is, you'll have your different services. So probably like PMU, maybe in trainings, like Liner, it's just scattered information for when Mary, your potential client, is searching you up and finds you. So if she just clicked on your ad to learn more about browse, but then she lands on a homepage where she's got like multiple different treatments that she can read about, like different links, and then the information about browse is like on different pages, and then there's like the about you page that she has to click on to find information about you. Then basically she's going to be that customer that we used to ask to, she's ready to order, but then we'd ask them to just go to the screen, go to the homepage where you have multiple different options and different information in different places. And so Mary's going to get overwhelmed and confused, and she's going to leave. So that's why we create a landing page. So a landing page is like taking the customer's order right when they asked, when they came in. So a landing page is simple. It has no additional links. It's just focused on what they clicked on, which what I recommend to do is browse. And so it's got all the information about you, all the information about the treatment, just on one page. So Mary can read it, she won't get overwhelmed, and it'll be a very simple process for her to book a consult with you and not the competition, which is exactly what we want. So yeah, the bottom line is that because of a landing page is like simplicity, it will book you a heck of a lot more clients than a homepage would. And hopefully that story made sense and maybe it was fun as well. So yeah, this is what a landing page looks like. So as you can see at the top here, obviously I made this like plug and play for you. This will be linked below, where it's just like a Google Doc where you can fill in your own information, and then that you can use that when you're creating a landing page. So in terms of where to actually create the landing page, it's on your website, but it's like a separate page that's not linked to your website. Obviously if you need any help like setting it up and you're a bit confused, you can just DM me on Instagram, I'll help you out. But yeah, so basically it's on your website, but it's like a separate page, and it's not like linked to anything on your website. So as you can see at the top here, it hasn't got any extra links, and this is really what makes it work. So I guess pay attention to this, because this is what makes the Google Ads work and what will get you to those 10, 15K months consistently. So as you can see, it's just focused on booking a brow consultation, because that's what Mary clicks on. So Mary's a potential client from before. So Mary clicked on an ad that says, microblading PMU brows. So she's expecting to see brows, not like a homepage with 1,000 different links. So this is just talking about brows, and it's got brow before and afters. It's got reviews about microblading or nano brows, whatever you offer, and then as you can see, it's plug and play here as well. So it's got the square brackets again, and then obviously you can screenshot this and use it for yourself. It's just like a rundown of the highest converting landing page that I've made and what will work best for you as well. So yeah, as you can see, it's all plug and play really. This is just something that obviously you'd have to make on your website, but it is so worth it, like I showed you above, with the kind of results you can expect. So yeah. Okay, and then now here's the bonus I mentioned from before. So the secret AI tool that will help you save tons of time and allow you to just focus on being the artist. And by the way, this is the kind of thing that marketing agencies in the PMU space right now, they're gatekeeping, and they're charging like clients upwards of $900 for. But this is something I use with my clients as well. So I won't gatekeep it from you. I'm not like that. So anyways, basically you can automate all your inquiries that you're getting right now with AI. So obviously AI has come a long way from ChatGPT being released like a couple of years back. So now it can use like your tone and style that you would usually do to reply to inquiries and get them to book in for a consultation. And then obviously it's trained on like the kind of questions that you need to ask to get the most amount of people from being a lead to being a client. So it's trained on all of that, and it knows all of that, and it books clients in very well, basically, like a human would, like an AI assistant, basically. So the inquiries that you will get from the Google Ad campaign, so AI will be able to reply to them and book them in for a consult for you. So while you're doing a treatment, while you're spending time with family, the AI is in the background working for you. So that's leverage. So I've got another video breaking down and literally going step by step, like every single click that you need to do to set it all up. And plus, I literally give you like the AI that you just need to download and then basically use it. So it's basically done for you. So it's a lot of value here. So use it wisely. So I hope you do, because both the Google Ads and the AI view, so that will allow you to scale up to 6, 7 figures like I've explained before, and then build a predictable PMU business where you know how many clients are coming in every month, and then one where all you need to do is just the treatments, or until you hire staff to do that for you. So because you'll have the AI replying to inquiries, so and the Google Ads bringing in clients, so all you're going to really need to do is the treatments, or don't, and then just stay in consistent months right now, 3 to 6K or wherever you're at right now. So I do recommend that you do use it, especially because I've shown you the whole process right now, and all you need to do is implement it now. So obviously that's something I can't do on your behalf, and unless we work together, I suppose. But I've shown you the whole process, and so I recommend you use it. I encourage you to use it, and I hope you do. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope you understood the process. Hope it was clear enough. But yeah, I hope you have a good day. It seems like a sunny, very hot day right now. It's like about 32 degrees. So yeah, I hope it's nice over there as well. Bye bye.